Hello, my name is Gerald Mahonishan, and today I will be presenting to you the current functionality of my Arduino Uno report. So just before I start, I wanted to show you an issue I was having with the Tinkercad simulation. Or maybe not this time. Well, it seems that before, whenever I'd start the project, I was running into an error, just so you're aware. But anyway, the idea I had for my project was to have a simple side-scroller game where two devices move from the upper and lower portions of the LCD screen to avoid terrain pieces moving towards them from the left to right of the screen, and the last player standing wins. This was also intended to use the potentiometer as a way of speeding up the game for both players, based off whose is set higher. However, due to the large scope of this project and the time constraints involved, I was unable to implement quite a few of these features. However, I'll go through them in a minute. At the current state of the game, I'm able to ready up both players. As you can see, the red LCD turns on when a player is ready to signal the other player you're ready to play, and then on press from the other player. Countdown timer will start before the game commences. In terms of the outcomes being used in the game's current state, the digital input is used in terms of the push button being registered to ready up, and I also would have implemented it to be used to actually move the player's ship here from the upper and lower portions of the screen, so they could move down on button press and then move back up on button press. Digital output is used for the LEDs. Analog input is being used with the potentiometers. So if I were to turn this up, for example, it sends a serial signal to the other Arduino device, and whoever is set higher, it increments the game speed upwards. However, like I said, due to the time constraints, I was unable to actually implement this feature. Serial input and output is used at the start of the game when both players are readying up. And like I said, it also sends the potentiometer settings. If you check the serial monitor, you'll see that it actually sends the current setting of the potentiometer. However, like I said, this is not being visualized at the moment. The LCD is being used to show the startup sequence, and at its current in-game state, it's as just a mock example of what the game would look like during an actual running core game loop. However, again, due to time constraints, I was unable to implement this. And finally, timers are used to increment the game counter. However, I was unable to get this working. I was able to get it working at one point, but then when I tried to introduce interrupts, it seemed to have all sorts of issues, so I decided to leave it as is, because otherwise it would start the timer and then reboot the entire Arduino. I'm not sure why this is, so I instead decided to leave it as is, just to show the actual visualization of the game. So that's about it in terms of functionality. Thanks for listening to my presentation, and I hope you have a wonderful day.